Assalamu alaikum students, I'm back with the lecture number 3 and today we are going to start our grammar units. It is our lesson number 12 and it is on page number 157. Modal auxiliaries: shall, should, will and would. Okay, so first of all, what are modal auxiliaries? So here is written that auxiliary verbs are helping verbs. These are helping verbs. Modal auxiliaries are helping verbs used with other verbs to help them convey particular meanings. Modal auxiliaries are true auxiliaries in the sense that they exist only in association with other verbs. Okay, so now we came to know that modal auxiliaries are those verbs, those helping verbs that are used with other verbs. They are shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must, ought to. They should all be used with the root from the main verb, whether to indicate the simple present or the simple past tense. This tense is expressed by the auxiliary, not by the main verb. Okay, let's start shall and should. Now we are going to study that where we are going to use shall and where we are going to use should. First of all, shall. Shall is used for the first person to indicate future time. As you all know that it is used with the first person. You know what is the first person? I and we. I and we are our first person. आपको याद होगा कि जब हम टेंसेस करते हैं प्रेजेंट पास्ट फ्यूचर टेंसेस, तो फ्यूचर टेंसेस में हम हमेशा ये शेल जो है फर्स्ट पर्सन के साथ लगाते हैं, आई और वी के साथ शेल लगाते हैं और बाकी सब के साथ विल लगाते हैं. सो यहाँ भी यही बात की जा रही है कि जो हमारा फर्स्ट पर्सन है उसके साथ शेल लगता है. एग्जाम्पल्स: आई शेल गो इन अ मिनट्स टाइम. वी शेल सिंग एट द कॉन्सर्ट. नाउ यू कैन सी दैट बोथ सेंटेंसेस आर यूज्ड विद first person, so here shall is used. Shall is also used in a specialized sense for the second and third persons to indicate determination or to express a promise, threat or command. Okay, as I had said before that shall is used with the first person to indicate future time, but it is not compulsory that shall is always used with the first person. It can be used with second or third persons too, but the condition is that a sentence contain determination or express a promise or threat or command. Okay, ज़रूरी नहीं है कि shall सिर्फ और सिर्फ फर्स्ट पर्सन के साथ I और we के साथ ही यूज़ होगा फ्यूचर टाइम को हमें इंडिकेट करने के लिए, बट इट कैन ऑल्सो यूज्ड विद द सेकेंड एंड थर्ड पर्सन. लेकिन उसकी कंडीशन ये है, उसकी शर्त ये है कि आपके सेंटेंस में या तो डिटर्मिनेशन शो हो रही हो, या फिर आप एक्सप्रेस कर रहे हो अपने किसी प्रॉमिस को, या फिर आप थ्रेट या फिर कमांड दे रहे हो उस सेंटेंस में. सो हेयर आर द 4 एग्जाम्पल्स. दिस विल बी क्लियर हेयर. नंबर 1 इज यू शैल बी रिवॉर्डेड. तुम्हें इनाम दिया जाएगा. ओके, नाउ हेयर इज अ प्रॉमिस. You can see that here is a promise. You shall be rewarded. तुम्हें इनाम जरूर दिया जाएगा. So shall is used here with the second person. You can see you is a second first person. It is not first person I or we. It is second person. Okay. Number 2 is he shall be punished if he comes late again. अगर वो दोबारा से लेट आएगा, देर से आएगा, तो उसे सजा दी जाएगी. ये क्या है? थ्रेट, धमकी दी जा रही है यहाँ पे. And again here is not first person. Here is थर्ड पर्सन ही. यू शैल लीव द रूम एट वंस. तुम फौरन यहाँ से इस कमरे को छोड़कर चले जाओ. हुक्म दिया जा रहा है यहाँ पर. द न्यू लॉ शैल बी इफेक्टेड इन सितंबर. इट इज अ डिटर्मिनेशन. किसी चीज का इरादा करने को हम डिटर्मिनेशन कहते हैं. सो द हेयर इज द सेंटेंस ऑफ डिटर्मिनेशन. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ शुड. Should is not often used as the past tense form of shall because it has the special meaning of obligation and desirability. आपके माइंड में ये होगा कि shall की जो past tense form यानी कि second form है वो है should, but it is not often used. ये अक्सर ऐसे past tense के तौर पे यूज़ नहीं होती है. ज़्यादातर हम यूज़ करते हैं या तो जब हमने कोई ऑब्लिगेशन देनी होती है सेंटेंस में, या फिर कोई डिज़ायरेबिलिटी शो करनी होती है, तो हम फिर शुड यूज़ करते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, वी शुड वर्क हार्ड. हमें मेहनत से काम करना चाहिए. ही शुड लिसन टू हिज मदर. उसे अपनी माँ की बात सुननी चाहिए. Okay, if there is no need to convey the meaning of obligation or desirability, the past tense form of I shall go should be I would go rather than I should go. Okay, ये थोड़ा सा different point है. कह रहे हैं कि अगर हमें ऑब्लिगेशन या डिजायरेबिलिटी नहीं शो करनी, उसका मीनिंग हमें नहीं कन्वे करना, तो हमने अगर इसका पास्ट टेंस यूज करना है शेल का, तो हम आई वुड गो यूज करेंगे, आई शुड गो यूज नहीं करेंगे. ओके, दिस एग्जाम्पल विल क्लियर यू. I said to him, I shall go. It is a direct speech. I told him that I would go. It is an indirect speech. Okay, now you all know that about direct and indirect narration. So here are the two sentences. Here is a sentence of direct and indirect narration. And in the first sentence, shall is used, but they used would for the past tense, not should. Okay, next. Should or may also be used to express a condition, to mean in case of or in the event of something happening. Here it means the same as the conditional if. Now they are saying that should can be also used instead of if in a conditional sentence. वो कह रहे हैं कि यहाँ पर कि जब हम कोई conditional sentence use करते हैं तो वो if से use करते हैं, but we can also use should instead of if. Okay, now shall and should is completed. We are going to start will and would. Now we are going to see that where will is used and where we will use would. Okay, just as shall is used for the first person to indicate future time, will is used for the second person and third persons to express futurity. ये बहुत ही easy सा point है, as you all know, as you all have a good know-how about your tenses past, present and future. So वो यहाँ पर कह रहे हैं कि जब हम, जैसा कि आपको पता है कि फ्यूचर टेंस में जब हम फर्स्ट पर्सन आता है आई एंड वी, उसके साथ हम शेल यूज़ करते हैं, बट फॉर द अदर पर्सन सेकेंड और थर्ड पर्सन वी यूज़ विल. सो यहाँ पर भी उन्होंने यही बात की है कि जो सेकेंड और थर्ड पर्सन होता है उसके लिए हम विल यूज़ करते हैं. Will is also used for the first person to convey the special meaning of a promise or a strong assertion. वो कह रहे हैं कि will हम तब भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं जब हमने कोई promise देना हो या फिर कोई strong assertion बतानी हो, तो कोई special meaning convey करना हो, तो तब भी हम will यूज़ करते हैं. For example, I will help you, don't worry. So it is a promise, it is a strong assertion that मैं तुम्हारी मदद ज़रूर करूँगा, तुम्हें फिक्र करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. Okay, next, would. Would is the past tense form of will and it is used for the same purposes. It is very simple. वो बता रहे हैं हमें कि will is a first form of verb and its second form of verb, its past tense form of verb will be would. So और वो ये भी बता रहे हैं कि ये same purposes के लिए use होता है. For example, I promised that I would help him. मैं वादा करता हूँ कि मैं उसकी मदद करूँगा. He knew that he would be punished. उसे पता था कि उसको सजा दी जाएगी. So these are the same purposes as we have read. It is used in polite communication, especially in a request or invitation. और ये बहुत ही polite communication और request और invitation के लिए भी use होती है. Polite communication, you can say that जब आप बहुत ही आराम से बात करते हैं तो उसको हम पोलाइट कम्युनिकेशन कहते हैं. एंड स्पेशली इन अ रिक्वेस्ट और इन्विटेशन. सो हियर आर द एग्जांपल, वन इज ऑफ रिक्वेस्ट एंड वन इज ऑफ इन्विटेशन. वुड यू प्ले द ट्यून अगेन. क्या तुम ये धुन दोबारा बजा दोगे. वुड यू लाइक अ ड्रिंक. क्या तुम कोई शरबत लेना पसंद करोगे. सो वन इज अ सेंटेंस ऑफ रिक्वेस्ट एंड द सेकेंड वन इज ऑफ इन्विटेशन. So would is used for these two purposes also. Okay students, as we have done with the explanation of shall and should and will and would, now we are going to start our exercise. Today we will do only exercise number 1 and let's start. Fill in the blanks in each sentence with shall or will and give within brackets the explanation for the use of either in the sentence. Okay students, you have to write that either the sentence will contain will or shall, and you are also going to give the explanation that why you are using will or shall in this sentence. So start with number 1. One more thing, I will do only 2 or 3 sentences with you. The other ones will be done by your own self, and you will take a picture of it after doing it, and you will send it to me in your particular WhatsApp group, and I will check it. It is your home task. Okay, let's start. Number 1 sentence. He dash write the letter tonight. Yes, so you can see that here is subject and that is third person, and it is a sentence of a future time. There is no promise, there is no determination, no obligation, and no desirability, no request, no invitation in this sentence. So it is a future time sentence, and we will use here will. Understand? Will. Okay, number 2 sentence. We dash book the tickets by telephone. We dash book the tickets by telephone. First of all, you will see that which person is used here. So here is used we, and it is first person. So read the sentence again. We dash book the tickets by telephone. Yes. Which type of sentence is this? It is a future time sentence. Again, it is a future time sentence. There is no determination, invitation, promise, etc., etc. in this sentence. So, and here is first person. So we will use shall here. We shall book the tickets by telephone. It is a future time sentence. Number 3. I dash never let my friends down. I dash never let my friends down. Yes, first person is used here, and you may translate the sentence. It is a determination. ये एक इरादा किया गया है कि मैं कभी भी अपने दोस्तों को नीचा नहीं दिखाऊंगा. So we use shall here. I shall never let my friends down. Okay, so friends, 3 of the sentences I have done with you, and the other ones will be done by your own self. You will send it to me, and it is your home task. Send it to me in your WhatsApp group, and I will check it. Allah Hafiz. Thank you.